So excited to be here for our final panel of the afternoon and to be on the stage on a theme of creating communities of joy. And I'm thankful and humbled to be here with 4 parent leaders who are creating communities of joy right here in the Roaring Fork Valley. And who are going to offer us insights on what we can take away. Our 4 parent leaders are involved with the Valley Settlement nonprofit here. And I just want to give a little bit of background on Valley Settlement to ground the conversation and the work that this amazing organization does. Valley Settlement was founded as a project of Manaus in 2011 with generous support from the W.K. Kellogg Foundation and incorporated as a standalone 501c3 nonprofit in 2016. Valley Settlement's mission is to listen to Latina families and together create opportunities for early childhood and adult education, connection, and growth so children and families can thrive. Valley Settlement operates right here in the Parachute to Aspen region and works with Latina families through 6 free 2-generation programs to promote early childhood development, advance opportunity, and reduce barriers to accessing vital community services. Those programs include Learning with Love, a home visitation program and group class for parents and toddlers, El Busacito Preschool, serving children with bilingual preschool right in their neighborhoods, Family Friend and Neighbors, supporting in-home childcare providers with education and coaching, adult-focused programs, including Parent Mentor, which brings volunteers directly into elementary schools to support in-classroom learning, lifelong learning, an adult education program, and ALMA, a peer-delivered support for women, program supporting women experiencing perinatal depression. I feel fortunate to have ridden El Busacito, to have joined parent mentors in schools, to have sat in on a Learning with Love class, and worked with Valley Settlement's amazing executive director, Maria Rodman, who's joining us here today. I now want to turn to our parent leaders who are creating joy in this region. Tina, Karina, Yvonne, and Lizeth. We're going to begin with a question for all of our panelists and appreciate the interpretation support from Sophia as well. So we will begin, right, going down the line, Karina. What brings you joy in your community today?
My family, I think they bring me joy, being part of the community, being part of learning with love, learning with my children every day, going to the classes, meeting the neighbors, knowing the community, the resources we have, and being part of it. Because we talk about community, but how can we be part of it? So I really enjoy how we learn with the kids.
Thank you. Yvonne?
As my wife mentioned before, enjoying any activity with my family, it brings me joy for sure. And enjoying with the community, as you can see on here, we have rivers, mountains. We go to the library together to Learning with Love and so many other programs that Valley Settlement has done. And you can see all your friends, families, and neighbors doing the same time with you. So as a community, we all bring together to have fun together as a big family. Just not the blood family, but the community family.
Is that?
Me agrada que haya programas de apoyo, soporte y superación para la comunidad hispana, como el programa Padre Mentor, que es un programa donde los padres voluntariamente ayudamos en las escuelas primarias a los maestros y niños en diversas necesidades.
It makes me happy that our community has so many programs for support and for overcoming issues for the Latino community. I love participating in the Parent Mentor program, which is a program where parents voluntarily help teachers and students in the elementary schools and support them with their diverse needs.
También las clases de inglés y los lugares recreativos y educativos como Community Center, la biblioteca y los parques donde puedo llevar a mis hijas libremente a disfrutar y aprender.
Also English classes and the opportunities to learn with recreation centers, education, community centers, the libraries, and the parks where my daughter can play freely and enjoy.
Y me tranquiliza la seguridad que hay en las escuelas y en las calles porque he visto que las autoridades siempre están alerta.
And the peacefulness that we have here makes me happy. It's a safe place to go to school and a safe place to play, and the authorities are always alert.
Thank you. Tina?
First of all, thank you all for being here and thank you for inviting us. What brings me joy is my family, my friends, community. What really brings me joy is going, exercising, taking care of myself. Because I do believe we are a mind, body, and a spirit. And I believe that if we are okay, then we can only share that okayness with everybody and with our community, starting with our kids. So that's what really brings me joy. Thank you.
The themes of community, connection, living in relationship with each other, our children, and ourselves are things that I think we all can connect with. The next question I'm going to ask Karina and Lizeth to share their thoughts on. And I want to note, I think it's an inspiring question and one that I'm jealous that you get to answer in front of your children. What are the dreams that you have for yourselves and your children?
I think being able to raise my kids with values in this community, and I don't want to choose between my career and being a mom. So I think it will be great. Like, my dream is to have affordable childcare in the community where I can be able to work and also being with my kids, with my family, not just one of them. Like, to support my family economically. I think a lot of people here have to choose between working in another field or staying with the family. I don't want that, so my dream is to do both.
What's that?
Que nuestra comunidad siga siendo segura para mí y mi familia, que mis hijas crezcan con valores morales y espirituales.
That this community continues to be safe for myself and my daughters, and that they grow up with values and morals.
Que haya oportunidades y facilidades de estudiar la universidad, como más becas o financiamientos accesibles y que sea dentro del valle.
That there are opportunities and options for them to be able to go to the university, to have the resources to be able to study, and to be able to do that here in this valley.
Y también que haya más lugares recreativos y de aprendizaje para mis hijas, como museos de ciencia, de arte y actividades familiares.
And for my kids to have access to more recreational and educational activities, for instance, museums of natural history and science, so that they can continue learning.
Thank you. Because we have some time, I'm going to offer this question to our entire panel, and we'll start with Tina and come to Yvonne, and then Lizeth and Karina, feel free to offer your thoughts as well. We are fortunate to be in a room here of dreamers and doers, people who can have impact on a wide scale, and so your thoughts around how we make change to make these dreams a reality for you and all families are things that you have a receptive audience for. And so the question, Tina, if you could ask community or state leaders to do or change one thing to make it easier for you to reach your dreams for you and your children, what would it be?
I will ask them to invest in the future of our country, which is our families, which is our children. I want them to spend more time researching and doing some more programs with families to get educated, because I do believe that education starts at home. If we have healthy families, if we have healthy children, the four consequences from that will be that we will have healthy communities who supports each other and helps each other.
Thank you.
Besides my wife's dreams, I also dream to own a place where I can call home, so where my son can grow and play around. And honestly, the market is kind of high, skyrocketing here. So I will say a program for affordable housing, especially for the local employees, because a lot of the time the employees that work here in the community, they have to either rent or buy their house hours away from where they work, which take time from their family, time that they can spend and enjoy with their family because they cannot afford to live nearby where they work. So I will say affordable housing programs will be a good idea, or programs where they can funds so they can borrow money to buy and pay the rents or the houses.
Lizeth and Karina, anything you would add around changes you would want to see?
Well, my dream is to have, to be able to be with my family and to work professionally. So I want to work here in the Valley, doing what I love and what I study for, but I can't because I want to spend time with my family, and if I have to choose, I will choose my family. So a lot of people are quitting the jobs because they have to choose same thing, right? So being able to have programs such as Valley Settlement has Bucecito, which is a preschool where you can leave your kid there learning, like in a preschool, you know they're professional, not just a neighbor, a babysitter that you don't know. You have to trust because you have to work. So I don't want that. I want to leave my kids like in a safety, like a safe place, so, and work at the same time. So.
Que aumentaran la seguridad en las escuelas, como que intensifiquen las medidas de seguridad en las entradas y salidas de los adultos y niños, con lo cual yo como madre me sentiría más tranquila.
I want them to improve school safety, for example, security measures of who's going in and out of the school. As a mother and a parent, that would make me feel a lot better.
Y que incluyan más valores morales, como el respeto, la tolerancia, la justicia, la responsabilidad, la honestidad, la empatía y la compasión.
And also that we teach more values and morals, for instance, respect, justice, empathy, ¿qué más?
Compasión,
Compassion,
responsabilidad,
responsibility,
tolerancia.
and tolerance.
Affordable housing, affordable childcare, engaged families, safe, happy, healthy children. These are things that we all share as values, and the panels before us and the conversations we've been having here all point to a committed community that is eager to help lower the barriers to those things. I want to offer a question to each of you, and we'll start with Tina and make our way back. What advice would you give to people working to build communities that create joy for all children and families?
The advice I will give them is to really look into the communities, to talk to us, to research, to make sure you guys go into the bottom and know that we're there, that we want to help you guys too, that we want to make our communities safe. The advice that I give them is help us with mental health illness. Help us create more programs where we as parents can have healthy kids, where we have healthy communities. Thank you.
Thank you, Tina. Lizeth?
Primero que nada quiero agradecer a esas personas por el trabajo que hacen y el interés que muestran al ayudar a las familias en todas las áreas posibles.
First, I want to thank the people for doing this work and the interest they have in helping families and making changes for people all over the place.
Que sigan extendiendo la ayuda y los recursos a más comunidades, porque en lo personal el programa Padre Mentor me ha ayudado a socializar y a conocer la interacción y educación de los maestros hacia mis hijas.
To continue extending help and resources to our community. For me, a program that has helped me a lot personally is the Parent Mentor program that has helped me have interactions in my child's education and work with the teachers of my daughters, as well as English classes that have helped me a lot in being able to navigate the language.
Y que no se detengan ante nada, porque su apoyo y preocupación por la comunidad nos motiva a seguir adelante y nos impulsa a superarnos.
And to not stop for anything, because these supports and these resources help motivate us to continue working and to continue moving forward and overcoming.
Thank you, Lizeth.
As well as her, first of all, I want to thank everyone for all that you guys do, the founders and volunteers. Thank you and keep doing what you guys are doing. And also I think it should be a way to find a way to reach more people, because I know a lot of people don't know about all the programs that the community offers. So I will think of ways of going either to church or community activities to promote all the organizations and programs that the community offers for those that are in need. And also, this one is more for the previous question, to bring programs for, to train people for the trade jobs, because I know not everyone wants to go 4+ years to a college, but they want to have a profession. So to find programs to train people to have a little profession so they can even implement their way of living, their well-being.
First, thank you for all you do. I think I will just ask them to expand the resources to all the valley. I know a lot of people that they don't know about the programs, the great programs we have, and how we can help. As parents, we want to be able to get involved and help. Like, how can we do it? We don't have information on how can we get involved, or how can we talk to other families in the valley so they can know they have a place where they can go, they can look for help for programs to grow.
Thank you. Final question, one that I'm hoping anyone can chime in on. What is your challenge to all of us here as leaders around how we make the world a place where all children are healthy and thriving?
That's hard. I think we have been talking about children's safety for the past, I think, an hour, 2 hours. And we talk about how can we help kids in the school, kids in high school, after high school, in college, or kids, teens suffering from addiction, mental health, suicide. In the community, we have a lot of problems like that recently. But we haven't focused on the kids, the little ones, because if we focus on the families, like how can we help our kids, like teach our kids, spend time with them, so we are not gonna end up in this kind of situations, right? Trying to help them. I don't trust a lot of people when it comes to my kids. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I need to make sure a background check or something. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm a mom. I need to make sure my kids are safe. And my parents, when I was a kid, they had to work a lot. So I didn't spend a lot of time with them, but I want to provide the time to my kids. And yeah, so many things in my mind I can't.
Thank you, Karina. That challenge to elevate mental health, well-being, beginning in the earliest years, and the time that parents need to be able to do that.
My challenge for you guys will be, go out there and ask people how they're doing. My challenge will be, ask your kids how they're doing, how they're really doing, how they're feeling today. My challenge will be is going on the side of yourself right now and say hi to the next person. Care for each other. That will be my challenge. To care for somebody else and be nice to them. That will be my challenge. Thank you.
I will challenge to get more involved in the community. As they were saying earlier, sometimes we ask people that they are already trained to what they will say, they are already trained to well-spoken and everything. As you can see, as we had more trouble talking to you guys. So I'll say, just go to the community, go to the events and talk to people. Talk to those parents who need your help. Talk to the parents that are going to the trouble, to the parents that are struggling with their kids, struggling with paying rent, struggling. Try to find what the community is struggling on, and then we can start focusing on where the needs are and how we can start changing those needs and find the solutions for it.
Es muy importante para mí que se inculque en toda la juventud que estudien una carrera y pues mi desafío sería para ustedes sería que pues sí que implementen más pues facilidades y accesibilidad para que todos puedan alcanzar ese sueño de estudiar, que no haya barreras económicas o de que tienen que irse lejos, sino que haya aquí dentro del valle lugares donde ellos puedan estudiar una carrera.
Something that's really important to me is that we teach our youth how important it is for them to study. And my challenge to you all is to keep on working to provide the opportunities and remove the barriers to having access to study, to remove the economic barriers, to remove the barriers of distance, so that we have those opportunities here in our valley to have that dream of being able to go to college.
Y acerca de las escuelas, la seguridad de las escuelas, no conozco las razones, o sea, cómo manejan la seguridad, pero yo he visto que sí falta esa intervención en asegurarse de quién entra y quién sale, tanto los adultos como los niños. Y yo que he estado en la escuela participando en el programa de Padre Mentor me he dado cuenta que falta eso y la verdad sí me causa intranquilidad. Sabemos que desgraciadamente suceden cosas y sí tienen seguridad de que nos alertan de que hubo una amenaza, aunque haya sido broma, lo que sea, pero siempre uno está así como que, o sea, ¿será que va a entrar alguien que ellos piensan que no es una amenaza y porque no le piden como un ID o no tienen detector de armas? No sé cuál sería la solución, pero es algo muy importante para mí.
And the other thing, going back to school safety, I don't understand exactly how decisions are made to deal with school safety, but I feel like there's some lacking about who is going in and out of our schools as much as with adults as with kids. And I've seen this because I work in the schools with the parent mentor program. And it's something that really worries me because sadly we know that terrible things happen in schools. And while they send us alerts about, oh, there's a bomb threat or whatever issue, what if someone comes in who isn't seen as a threat and we didn't get their ID or they didn't go through a weapons check? So that's something that's really important to me and that causes me a lot of worry.
Well, I know that as a parent myself, everything you spoke to, each of you today, resonates. And more than that, in a room of advocates and practitioners, your call to listen and partner together is well heard. Your hopes and dreams are now all of our hopes and dreams. In this room of dreamers and doers, your words matter and will ripple beyond our conversation today. I want to thank Valley Settlement and the entire Valley Settlement team here for showing us the way. And to each of you, Tina, Karina, Yvonne, and Lizeth, for your leadership and expertise. Thank you.